against the toughest, you're going to become the toughest. If you're fighting in that environment, the toughest environment, you're going to become that environment. So let's just get used to the toughest environment and let's go for it. Let's just make it happen. I'm the head professor here. I'm the head professor here.
And welcome another episode of Modern Day Warrior with your host, Angel Halo Lopez.
Hey everybody, what's happening? Life is good, we're alive. Thankful to be alive today.
Why don't you introduce your guest here? You have two people you might know?
Absolutely, they're sitting right here across from me. We got Manriques Martial Arts Academy, which is Daniel Manriques here. And we also have Billie Woodsen. He's the black belt over there, currently training the Jujitsu program. And things are looking very good for this school. And they're here to talk about it a little bit. What's going on, Big Dan? How's it going, brother?
Hey, appreciate it. Hey, thanks a lot for having us on here. The Manriques Academy is glad to be here. Just an FYI, you know, we serve under the Halo training affiliate. We've taken a piece of Halo's magic and we put it into our own academy, and that magic comes in with the professor we have here, Professor Woodsen. He's our professor. He's our black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Thank you.
And without him, we wouldn't have that connection with Angel, you know. And so, Billy, what do you think?
I think you still have the connection because you did your work. I just went there faster than you. That's all there is to it. I've been training with this guy since we were blue belts, you know.
Well, I saw Billy the first time in the cage. We were in the cage training in there. I was a white belt. He was a blue belt, I think. You came from Tosh, right?
Yeah.
You came from Tosh's school. And I just remember this guy. Look at this guy, man. This guy looks tough. All right, we started rolling around. I liked him immediately. Yeah. But yeah, Angel, you gave me a good guy, man, to help open up my academy.
Yes, I couldn't pick nobody better. Well, actually, he picked himself. We're all
he
family.
Picked me. I didn't pick me. He picked me.
Exactly. We're all family, so we all know each other.
Real quick, I gotta say, Halo Academy. What you got? 15 black belts to choose from. So you go to Halo Academy.
Yeah, we do got 15 legitimate black belts.
He chose me out of all the 15, so that was him.
That's kind of crazy, though. We have 15 legitimate black belts. A lot of them come from our school, started from white belt, and we have other black belts that have transferred from other schools. So that's pretty insane to be able to validate them and let them continue their careers, and become better people. And get to that black belt level. The black belt level is very hard, man. I mean,
it's extremely hard.
Yeah, it's like what? How many people sign up for jiu-jitsu? Like over 10,000, and like only like one gets a black belt. That's insane. So it's like to see all these crazy like wild people that love jiu-jitsu. It's fucking insane. I fucking love it, man. It's so awesome. And Dan Manriques here. We started training together in 2011 at Fresno Kickboxing Academy, where me and Gabe's the founder of that, and I was his partner, and that's where I met you.
Yeah, I tell you, Angel, I was thinking about what you said about, 10,000 people try jiu-jitsu and one makes it to black belt, and you know what it reminds me of? And you taught me this, that this whole thing, it's a journey, man. You just never know where the journey is going to take you. And that's one thing I learned. Like, I never would have thought I would have started in, jiu-jitsu. I mean, I did Shotokan when I was younger, a little bit of boxing. But
didn't everybody?
Yeah, right? Shotokan was, the Black Belt magazine.
We had in the 80s. We had karate. You kids don't know.
But then you just progress. I never would have thought I'd become a MMA judge, MMA fighter, referee. And now, under your guidance, man, every time I have a question, Angel always has the answers, man. If he doesn't have it, he'll find it, and I appreciate your guidance, man.
And thank you. And I am not perfect by far, but I do love jiu-jitsu, and I know what I'm doing when it comes to jiu-jitsu. I got a great professor myself. Under Mauricio Tinguia, I'm a Tinguia black belt, and that was like a dream come true. So, to have you guys and us still keep training together is amazing. And you are Halo Jiu-Jitsu's affiliate here in Fresno, California, the only affiliate, which is your school, Manriques Self-Defense Academy.
And just for the audience so they know what an affiliate is basically I served under Angel and decided you don't want to break off on my own club, but you still need a lifeline. You still need that lineage of jiu-jitsu when it comes, my students, and I hope they're all watching this, I'll send this out to them. It goes under Billie when he promotes people, and that falls underneath Angel, under Speedy, and then Tinguinha. Is that right?
Absolutely.
And then Tinguinha goes up to the Gracies, right? We have to be able to trace that all the way to the Gracies.
Yeah, so we definitely have a legitimate lineage. It's like when I was in Brazil training with Tinguinha, I was like, wow, man. I'm like, he lives on the next block from the Gracie family, and he showed me the house, and he was a little kid looking through the windows when they would like fight people, you know, in stage fights, and he was right there as a little boy watching. So that's just amazing, you know. So we're just like legit, and I'm so thankful to be that legit. Our program is legit. We got legit jiu-jitsu, and I'm just so lucky.
It's like you guys have a long ancestry, right? Like, so it's not just you know, the lineage, it's ancestry. So when you get trained by Billie at your place, you can say, look, this is where I come from. You know, it's deep.
And I'd like to throw a little bit of stuff out there on this one, because the lineage is something that's very important. And it's wonderful for me to have the lineage under this man. Like, I really want to take a moment to brag about these two. Like, I'm just the smuck in the corner.
Yes, you know. You're a great guy. You're a great guy.
But I'm just the guy sitting back here. I got the opportunity in life to do things that I wanted to do my whole life. You know, I wanted to be a martial artist when I was young. I wanted to be a battle ninja guy, cage fighter, all that stuff. And I got the opportunity. I tried myself to do everything I could to make it happen. I took a lot of martial arts in life. And I started my career under the Royce Gracie lineage. I actually got my blue belt from Royce Gracie himself, which was awesome. I got a big old fanboy picture.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
Right,
yeah,
that
is
cool.
a good
He
thing.
showed me that once. I thought it was pretty cool.
That's
Right,
so
right.
awesome.
And
It's
you
his
know,
Tinder profile pic.
dude, I shot. Oh, that's terrible.
It's a joke.
I'm with Royce. So to do that was wonderful for me. But with the way jiu-jitsu works, you know, you never know which home you're going to find. You know, everything's going to fit you at some point, because jiu-jitsu chooses you as much as you chooses it.
True.
Or you choose it.
It's energy. It's about the energy.
You, these guys know. They've done this sport for a while, and so I started there. And then when I came over and found him,
Who's him? Just kidding.
that's Halo Lopez.
I'm right here. I'm
That's
just kidding.
Angel Lopez.
I'm just kidding.
So if anybody doesn't know this man, how many tournaments have you done in the past 8 years?
Wow. In 8 years, I know I got a record. I got like 120. I'm on 129 right now.
Right.
You know,
Yeah,
considering the Philadelphia show this last Friday night, and you know, Fight to Win Pro.
People,
So
nobody does that.
129 tournaments, I believe. One of those numbers, 28, 29.
And that's not
in
including
10 years. In 10 years.
Right, and that's not even including all the individual little competitions.
No.
The little. That's all legit, like documented. IBJJF, Fight to Win Pro, big time.
Yeah, that's professional jiu-jitsu. That's International Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Federation, which is the IBJJF. SJJIF was the Sports Jiu-Jitsu International Federation. So I just compete everywhere. I love it. I love to challenge myself. I like to lead from the front. You know, I have to set the example for my students, because a real leader leads from the front, you know, and a real leader builds leaders. He doesn't build followers. So the Halo's about leaders. It ain't about building followers. A lot of people want to build followers because they're insecure. I don't believe in insecurities. I believe in trying to look at the man in the mirror and be better than him, so you could be a better coach and a professor and friend for everybody else.
Well, you know what's interesting about that comment is I think back earlier we said you had 12 black belts at the academy. Is it about 12?
There's 15 now.
15. Okay.
Yes.
So I remember when I came to you and I said, hey, I want to open my own little club. And it's a little club. I got about 1,200 square feet out there on Clovis and Clinton in Fresno, California. It's a small little place right now, but you know, it's going to grow.
Definitely.
And you got to take some time and you got to massage it and whatnot. But when I went to you and I thought, man, we got to think of a black belt to help represent. I went through the line of black belts, and every one of this is the neat thing, every one of your black belts have a different identity.
Exactly.
They're different.
Special.
Special,
In
right?
their own way.
Jiu-jitsu, it's personally and body specific. Like your jiu-jitsu will choose.
Yeah.
That's not because they're different people. It's because they're different jiu-jitsu black belts.
Well, you jump on their journey. Like, you know, when I was getting ready for Fight to Win Pro, I remember training with RJ, Huber.
Yes.
And I remember every one of them submitted me in different ways, man. It was sick.
Yes.
It was crazy.
Yeah. So everybody has their own specific styles. It's amazing. We all are taught the basic Gracie system, and then we got Tengia system, which is the open guard, spider guard, cross guards, etc. So it's like the evolution of jiu-jitsu is definitely at Halo because we've our professors provided those skills for us, and we just pass them on to you guys. Like everything I've ever been taught from Speedy, Ray Alvarado, and Tengia, I just pass it directly on to you guys. So it's like a solid system, and it's like, but then once you roll, like you're talking about those different styles of black belts, they find their own styles.
Yeah,
you know, they might be taught a move, but then they use it
Right,
differently.
yeah.
So it's like, okay, this guy grabs my collar a little higher, so I might get tapped faster, or this guy does this, or he spins around to an arm bar right afterwards. So everyone finds their style, and that's what makes a black belt, because they're creating their own style. And that starts at purple belt. When you're starting to invent things, then, you know, me personally, I don't promote nobody to purple belt unless I can already see a black belt on them, because I know that once you're a purple belt, you're definitely a black belt. You just got to finish your journey, whether it takes 8 or 20 years. It doesn't really matter, because sometimes people break off from jiu-jitsu. They got to work for a year, then they come back. It's just a journey.
Life happens.
Life happens, and you just got to come pick it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, in every belt, it seems like my experience is every belt has its own identity. You know, white belt, you're learning, you're there every day. And where people usually step out of the sport, and you taught me this, was right about blue belt. It becomes like a little bit of a speed bump.
Yeah.
And once you make purple,
Blue belt blues.
purple
Right.
belt is what they consider the little black belt.
Yeah,
and I've been purple for 6-7 years, somewhere around
Way
there.
too long, but we won't.
But there's a journey in there, you know. I dabbled with MMA and coaching.
Well, that's the thing.
and-
You got your purple belt. You competed briefly, and then you went straight into refereeing,
Judging
teaching
MMA,
people. Like, you didn't spend time on the mat doing jujitsu.
Well, when
and that's
Gabe
the
stepped
journey.
out, I remember Angel came to me and said, "Hey, man, I need you to take the MMA program."
Right.
And I just said, "Okay, let's do it." So you know, it's been a journey, but that's the neat thing about your club, man. Everybody's so different. And then bringing in Billie, when I was looking for a black belt to open up the Manriques Academy,
Right.
his journey's been hugely diverse. You know, I mean, I started looking at everybody, and I thought about some people, but coming to Billie, I thought, you know, this guy's got. He's got
likes
every
that I can
patch.
strike too. That's
He's got
what it
every
really boils
patch.
down
Yeah,
to.
yeah. He's got street fighting. He's got.
He likes the scar on my
jiu-jitsu.
face. That's about it.
He's got the mean scar on his face. You know, it's badass. If you ever look at it with the right side, it's just, and he got that down the street. But by the way,
yeah, right over here.
but you know, his credentials were impeccable.
Absolutely.
And you know, he's a good teacher. All my students like him. I got about 25 students right now, female, kids, adults. I do a group of security guards. You know, I have a background in law enforcement, so I'm able to teach them a little bit about qualified immunity and a little bit about understanding the law and using force. But you know, Billie he's like a chameleon, man. I think he was one of the best fits for our journey. So anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there.
Absolutely.
Thank you. I appreciate
Hey, Dan, and you know what? To have somebody like with the qualifications that you have in life, you know, you were you were like, it's very much a major honor to have you as an affiliate. You were a sergeant major in the Marines. That is like, what are the stats in that? Like 1 in 1 million? I mean, I don't even know the stats, but like to be a sergeant major in the Marines to me is major. So how did that happen? How was that journey?
Well, you know, I think about your trip to Philadelphia. You know, I took a group of Marines in 2006 to 2007. It was a combat tour. Task Force Military Police. I took them overseas. 221 Marines and sailors, and by the grace of God, we brought them all home.
Beautiful.
You know, but they had their mission, and
Amen.
yeah, it was exciting. Yeah. You know, and the Marine Corps thought, you know, it was fitting to promote me to sergeant major, and then they gave me a recon unit. And, you know, I'm lucky. You know, the Marine Corps gave me so much to now be to be able to be retired from the Marine Corps and retired from a law enforcement agency. You know, it's given me a discipline, but it's also taught me a lot of things about rank structure, and that's how we work here. We have a rank structure in our club. How the ranks work, and you know, if I have an issue, if it might affect jiu-jitsu, I go straight to the professor, and then he goes to, I guess I'll call our daddy, because, Angel.
I ain't nobody special, but I'm just lucky to be in these
He
shoes.
says that, but I don't believe him. I told everybody, I'm like, Angel's special, dude. Nobody does 129 tournaments in 8 years.
Well, even when I get down, I say, hey, Angel, man, I got this, and this. May see something as a problem, because I'm a worrywart. And what are you worried about, Dan? What are you worried about? Ain't nothing. Life's beautiful. I like that part about you, man.
Thank you, brother. I
Angel's
always
got the most positivity I've ever met in a man.
Ever, right?
Ever.
Hey, thank you guys, because I've been through a lot of turmoil in my life as well, and I like to stick to the positive side because that's always worked. No matter what, you got to focus. Like when you're in the military, when I went as a young man to the Army as well, I had to focus and be the best I could be. In the United States Army Infantry, it ain't no joke. It's straight killers, and you're like, you got to either be a man or a mouse. And I decided to be a young man and be solid and go grab the bull by the horns and just be a solid young man and be in the United States Army. And it was a great thing. It's the best thing that ever happened to me. So it's just amazing to be in the shoes that I'm in. To be able to have somebody like a sergeant major like you in our lineage is insane to me.
To touch back what Dan was saying about understanding the levels of command. The other thing, the understanding the levels of command,
Yes.
is understanding how you get there. Like, as you guys talk about turning blue belt, purple belt, black belt, no one's ever said, this is bullcrap. I'm a blue belt. I deserve this. Everybody says,
That's
I
not
can't
true.
believe
That's not true. Hold on, real quick.
Well,
Lots of people in
you guys
jiu-jitsu.
talk about the people who are there who
Hold on.
know.
This is beautiful because you just brought up a point I wanted to make, and I was thinking about when he said what he said, and I wanted to brag about these two for a minute because where they come from, like I'm a regular dude who tried to be a rock star. We all did that. Smoked a lot of weed.
Yeah, weed's good. Weed is good.
Yeah, this motherfucker rap, but this
I used to
guy
rap
is
too.
Captain America. So I wanted to brag about these
That's
guys
right.
for a second, and that's the thing. There's never been a guy in jiu-jitsu who didn't say, I want more than I deserve. But that's the thing. Jiu-jitsu will tell you what you deserve.
You have
and
to
you have
earn
to
it.
listen to it.
It'll humble you.
God,
Yeah.
It'll
have
humble
to
you.
earn
It'll
it.
put you right back on your feet.
There was a so I was even going to say so
Or your ass.
I didn't even finish where I was going with how I came about where I'm at in jiu-jitsu, having my black belt. One day, this guy's a purple belt. I'm still a blue belt. Because that's the thing. I took 3 years off. The blue belt blues almost caught me. You know what I mean? I was a blue belt, dude. It almost took me. Life happened. I didn't have the money. I couldn't this. I couldn't that. So one day I come to his gym. One day being March 14th, 2012.
Wow, new date too. Wow, that's intense, man.
Yeah, dude, I
Wow.
remember, and not only that, I remember the days I got the belts I got.
Positive. I like that.
So I'm
Meaningful.
Yes.
So Jason Frosty, shout out to Frosty, love you, little brother.
What up, Frosty?
Right. We played in rock bands together, right?
Right.
Did all that, and he tells me, man, I'm at this gym, and it's
I love Frosty. He's crazy as
it's
fuck.
wonderful, and I love it.
But Pigweed, lead singer of my old band. I was a bass player in Pigweed.
Exactly.
And, Lance Walters, I grew up with his uncle, his whole family. Talk about
Sup,
local.
Fresno?
Continue. Billie
love you.
Woodsen.
How awesome is Ruben though? How awesome is Ruben?
I love Fresno.
I'm just watching.
So my boy, he tells me to come over to the gym. I roll with Angel. Dude, I had been out of jiu-jitsu. Like, I trained a bunch. I wanted to cage fight. And then the person I was with before, I didn't get to really cage fight because they didn't put any effort into me. You know what I mean? And so I took the time. I got a little, not really injured, but injuries will stop jiu-jitsu. I got a little injured, came back 2.5, 3 years later. I come to Angel's gym. Angel's a purple belt. I'm a blue belt. And we roll for about 2 minutes, and I couldn't breathe. And he's like, "No, you're good. You're gonna be a hero. You're gonna be a champion. You're gonna be a warrior."
That's right.
Yeah, that's
because I
good.
felt it already.
Yeah,
I can see it.
Angel saw.
You said the same thing to me. When
I can
came
see
in.
it. I can
walked
see
to the
it.
gym.
I can see it.
can
Angel
see it.
sees
I can see it.
the potential in you, whether you do or not.
That's
and
right.
He saw that, and I came in, and I was like, dude, I'm going to train here. So, not even 6 months to a year in. And everybody I started training with was always never higher than a purple belt. And Angel was a purple belt at the time. And I'm watching him, and I don't even remember what he said to this dude, but he said something to some guy who's rolling. He's like, yeah, this is going to happen, that's going to happen, you're going to this. And it was just like telling him what he's going to do, and I was like, dude, you're going to be my black belt one day. And this dude turns around to me and goes, and you're going to be mine. And history be told, here's where we're at.
Exactly. That's the truth.
Yep.
Yeah.
This whole concept of modern day warrior.
Yes.
I like it because it's very fitting because Angel, you helped me pick my theme for the gym. For the Manriques Academy, the theme is that iron sharpens iron.
Absolutely.
And that's one thing, Angel, you have been...
So as one man so as iron sharpens iron, so does one man sharpen another.
Proverbs 27:17.
Yeah.
And Angel, you have been instrumental in developing people, bringing them in, getting them over the blue belt blues, getting them to the next level. So
That's right.
When I thought about that, when I thought about what the motto is of my gym, we make people a better men. That's what we do.
Listen, I got this from Tank Mendez, Bruno Tank Mendez. I met him in Israel when I was over there. You know, when I went there to compete.
That's right. You went to Israel.
Yeah, I went to the Holy Land. So
Japan.
you know, and what Bruno Tank Mendez says is, we rise by lifting others.
Oh,
There's no other way. There's no other way. So you know what? God is here and he's doing good things for us, guys. You know what I mean? We got to believe in that positivity. We got to believe in God, and we got to keep moving forward.
And God doesn't mean you have to be Christian about it.
No. I mean, God could mean the sun.
Right.
Where you can believe in, okay, I believe in
Whatever
that
your
rock.
belief
As
is.
long as it's positive, I'm okay with it. I don't care
Believe
what your
in
religion
something.
is. It's just if it's positive and it works for you, let's stick to that as long as it's positive. Because remember, positive always beats negative.
Yep.
Always.
So I gotta thank you for that, because I start thinking we gotta have a motto, man. We gotta have a focus. And,
Yes.
And all my kids, all my parents, they see what the greatness we're doing. We just had an award ceremony. We had an award ceremony. It was
Awesome.
July 11th. We had an award ceremony at the
Yes.
gym, and we promoted 2 blue belts.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Yes. Congratulations to them.
Kyle Brown, who's
Yes, I know
also,
him. Such a stud.
He's a licensed cage fighter. Took
Yeah.
one fight, did very well. James Savanis, who I got to give a throwdown to. Hey, Jimmy, we appreciate Jimmy. He's our Muay Thai guy. He was one of
If you want to get up
Frosty's
at 5 in the
students.
morning and train, come
Well, that's the
train with
thing.
Jay.
Yeah.
Is if you want to get up at 4,
Right.
and go train people at 5, that's James Savanas. Hey, man, we appreciate you, because I don't know if I want to even get up at 4 in the morning again. I did that for 7 years at your
won't.
place.
I will
Yeah,
not.
he's trying to get him
Yeah.
up, dude.
I
It
will
just
get
doesn't
to
work.
sleep at 4 in the morning.
That's right.
I played rock and roll.
But
what do you want me to do?
the awards ceremony was really such a big deal. We awarded all the kids. We awarded anyone that had anything coming, and I got that from the military. You know how the military is.
Yes, and that's why I respect you so much being a sergeant major. I'm like, just like I'm a black belt in jiu-jitsu and he's a black belt, you're going to be a black belt. Like, if you were my sergeant major, I respect you that much because, A, being a sergeant major is amazing. Like, this guy, Dan, you're a special man, and it's like I said, it's a major honor to have you as one of our affiliates, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I take this stuff serious. If I can't trust you with my life, you won't be an affiliate.
He's
And
as serious as Khabib. I
and
know that.
and if we don't got a connection, it can't happen.
And like
if I'm gonna promote you to black belt, I look at it first. I look at it and I'm like, can I trust this guy with my life? I'm like, yes, I can. Then I promote him because I will not do it because there's a lot of scantless people. There's a lot of people with ulterior motives, and I will not do it. I mean, I do have other affiliates. I got one in Lufkin, Texas, Anthony Vidal. Shout out to him.
Yeah.
He's a great man, and I've known
Shit's
Anthony.
good.
He was actually our first MMA fighter at FKA, and then I also have an affiliate in Minot, North Dakota.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, it's awesome, to have Roger as one of our affiliates. He's a great guy. He's a blue belt, and we're going to take him to the next level. He's special, though. He's a black belt in karate, but he's really his jiu-jitsu. He's flamboyant, so we're going to build that and keep that going. And we got another affiliate coming soon. I don't want to say too much, but...
Well, I think I got
Look
that
out.
phone call too. I think I think that's going to be a good club.
Yeah, it's going to be a good. You guys know. Yeah, you guys know.
Yeah.
But we won't talk about it yet because he said, "Hey, it's going to happen." So it's on the East Coast. So just get
Oh, it's
ready.
East Coast. Okay,
Yeah.
'cause
So
they're-
get ready because we're going to be out there hanging out. We're going to be on the beaches over there. Is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Oh, man. If it's who I'm thinking
Oh,
of,
yeah.
you just made me excited.
You already know.
Is
Almost.
it my boy?
I don't know. You got a lot
My
of
little brother with
He's
the
got
curly hair?
he's got a lot of boys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
It's going down. It's going down is what I'm saying. We're doing good things, and we got to always pass on the love of jiu-jitsu because it's to make people better. So we gotta continue to teach it and make jiu-jitsu grow because it's good for your heart and soul, and it's good for your mental psychology. It's very positive.
Big time.
Well, Billy and I had to come down on one of our kids the other day. He's one of our 17-year-old students. We've been training him for about 18 months. Wants to go in the cage. You know, I've had the journey of a jiu-jitsu practitioner.
Excuse me.
That was good.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, this beer was good. Stella.
That came from a healthy place.
Yeah, that's all American right there. I guarantee it.
Yeah, so we've been training this kid in MMA for about 18 months. He's coming up. He's ready to go. But hey, his mom gave me a call. She says, hey, his grades, and you know, iron, it goes against the iron sharpens iron in the modern day warrior concept. Well, you know what? Iron sharpens iron doesn't mean one thing. You have to be good in every aspect of your life. I just broke 20 years in marriage.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I've got 4 sons. You know, I got a little house, a little something, but you know, hey, we pay the bills, we keep our credit good. Every part of your life has to be sharp. So we brought the kid in, Billy and I, we sat him down and said, hey, listen, if you don't raise your grades, guess what?
You don't get to train.
You can't train.
You can't train.
That's the way I do it too.
You can't train. He's 17, and you know what?
You got higher priorities, man.
His report card's coming to us, so we're going to look at it, and then we'll decide if he's coming back to the gym or not. That's a hard decision. When you invest in somebody for 18 months.
Yes.
Yep.
And they mess up.
And they mess up. Hey, it's like anything, man, in life.
Pay your dues.
You got to pay your dues, man. So, you know, iron sharpens iron with the modern day warrior concept. It's beautiful. When you take a kid to 17,
Yes.
he's changing it around, man. He's making it right.
That's
cool.
awesome.
It's exciting. Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah, it's good to see. You know, but when they don't keep their grades up, they got to listen to their parents, man. It's like, you don't got your grades, you can't train. And, you know, I tell the parents, if your kid's messing up, let me know. And if I have to let them know, I'll let them know. You cannot train because you better listen to your parents, okay? You know, because they got to check their egos.
Big time. And especially at Halo, especially at Manriques.
That's right.
It's I believe wholeheartedly, and I know both these guys too, it takes a village. So if your parents come into us, and we have this village with all these little puppies running around learning, you know what I mean?
That's good.
That's right.
And this village is coming in and teaching you, hey, this is how you become a better person. Because we all had our journey to get here.
That's right.
Nobody
We've been through
started
hell
off
and back.
perfect. Nobody even started off good. You know,
Not at all.
Started off as little kids.
Started out rough.
Well, and you know, it sounds all good with the frosted and everything, but the bottom line is I run a business. But what I want to tell you about the business aspect of this sport is there's no money in this. Okay, I want to tell you this right now. Okay?
No.
I'm looking at you. I'm like, there's no money.
Oh, we got to spend a lot of money for this.
I got to tell you.
Yeah.
I mean, there's bills that come in, but you know what? You know where the payback comes? I mean, this man almost he gets paid, but he don't get paid what he's worth. Okay, but you know where the payment comes when
We all don't.
When
Right.
we see the value of a 17-year-old kid raising his grades and his parents looking at us like, thank you. And I don't know, there's something addicting about developing and sharpening iron, man.
Yes, positivity is addicting. It's like, I will not allow someone in Halo if they're negative. If I feel like they're going to ruin
yeah.
Halo, I'm like, no.
Oh, yeah.
And I check them too. I'm like, hey, I know what you did. I'm all, but can you get your head together? Can you do it right? If you don't,
No.
you
Angel
don't
cuts off heads, man. I've seen him do it.
Yeah. I got to cut you
If
off.
I ever need somebody taken care of, I hit up Angel. Too.
Yeah, because it's like, you know what I mean? I'm like, I don't want no negative energy. I'm not impressed. I'm all, if you're mad, if you're going to hate on somebody, if you're going to try and steal somebody's shine, that means you hate yourself. You need to get yourself together.
Right.
You know what I mean? You got to be positive because I told myself.
We can only do so much for you.
I told myself I love positive energy. So when I started building Halo from day one, I said, I'm going to just, if you're positive, I'll sense your energy. I'm like, yeah, you're going to do good here. But I'll tell them, Mama, this isn't the place for you. I've had some people come sign up and
He's
they're just.
way ruthless
Yeah,
about
yeah.
that,
They're
dude.
too,
Oh my God.
They're too hard, right? So I'm like, you know what? I think you got too much of an
better be a
ego.
good motherfucker.
It ain't going to work for you. Like I've had people that have gotten out of prison. They think they're tough in prison, right? They're tough guys, whatever. They come to the gym and they get
the
choked
sport.
out and
Yeah,
shit.
that's
And
what
they
we do.
wake up. So they're humbled. And then all of a sudden they're smiling. At least they're smiling
Yeah,
now because they
right.
got their asses
Well, the
humbled.
good ones
and
will
it makes them a better person. I'm all, you need to fucking get humbled. You stand in the corner looking tough with tattoos. You ain't shit, motherfucker. I mean, I got tattoos, but I
got a
I earned
150-pound dorky-looking kid who will fuck
you up. Yeah, you're cool, but I got a guy that's been reading a fucking book his whole fucking life. He has no tattoos.
looking little shit in the world, and he will
Skinny
make
as
you feel
fuck.
bad about
Skinny as
yourself.
fuck. Just like talking to you like, hey dudes, what's up? And he'll fucking choke your fucking ass out. I don't give a fuck who the fuck you are in prison.
Nerd assassins.
Yeah, nerd assassins.
time.
Beautiful. That's
the
exactly
beauty
what.
of what we
Hey,
do.
we're gonna come out with a shirt like that.
Yeah,
Nerd assassin, something like
yes.
that. You
That's
hit it on the
beauty of
nose,
what we do.
Ruben.
Hey, this all reminds me. I wanted to tell a few little things.
So how do you really feel though about jiu-jitsu?
Spread yourself.
Never mind. I'll shut up.
Express yourself.
Yeah, I'd like to say, like you guys keep talking about, and the one thing about Halo is the lineage, but the individuality of you guys, Dan and Billie, and Angel, is your personal lineage. So you could look at Dan. So if Dan says, "Get your grades up" or "Do this," I could look at you as a person and everything you've done and say, okay, like that's right. You know what I mean? Like, fuck, this guy has done his time. I can't say, well, you haven't done it.
Oh,
so
yeah.
And I say, if I have a goal, I'm like, I see the steps that he's taken. I need to make sure I've taken some steps also. And I think that's like a key in society is the steps it takes to get to the blue belt, a purple belt, and to be where you guys are. You guys went through steps, and then you look at the lineage of the Halo, but look at the lineage of you guys as individuals. It's highly respectable, and a kid or an adult can, as me as a 44-year-old guy, I can look at Billie, who's a little bit younger than me, and say, okay, I get it. I understand.
1 year, dude. It's not. We're the same age,
well,
man.
I look way older than you.
Right, so?
I'm like the Biden of between the two
why?
of us.
Hey, I'll tell you
You're
why.
young.
Jiu-jitsu.
Jiu-Jitsu, that's it. It doesn't
keep it
lie.
young.
Fountain of youth, bro.
It doesn't
No,
lie.
it's the fountain of youth.
Yeah.
I believe that.
This dude's 53.
He's
better
not.
than me too. It's
No,
terrible.
he's not. Well, the government says he's 53. I think he's about 28.
Clone.
Dude,
About
it's like-
28.
I'd go
Dan's like
35.
28. Dan holds it well. He's you know why? Because it's your character. It's your mindset. You're a leader. You're a positive guy, and that's why you're a young man.
Well, I mean, at 53 years old, I feel great.
That's hard to
I
believe.
don't have any complaints. I really don't. I got 4 sons that
You're
keep me young.
45?
The government says I'm 46. But
46, yeah. Like, does he look 46?
I'm probably like about
30?
29, 30.
Yeah, right, 29,
I'm the
30.
only one
Like
here who doesn't
20.
do jiu-jitsu.
I think I'm about 29 or
Oldest
30.
looking
Like 30.
motherfucker in the room.
You're young as hell. We're signing up next week.
Hey,
I
right,
got
come
you.
on in, man.
Yeah.
More family. You're in, Ruben.
Hey, right, for sure.
there.
Definitely.
And, so I had wanted to say, I mean, these two dudes, they've carried me a lot in my journey. And that's really what jiu-jitsu is enjoying the journey. And being a modern day warrior, jiu-jitsu's shown the world that this is like real.
It's so real.
Dude, the mats in jiu-jitsu don't lie. You can lie to yourself in karate. You can lie to yourself in aikido. You can lie to yourself in taekwondo. You cannot lie to yourself in jiu-jitsu.
Hell no.
It's impossible.
I almost die every time out there fighting. It's crazy as fuck.
Justin Gaethje did lie.
Huh?
Khabib and Justin Gaethje, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
dude, that was like I said.
S-mount to triangle setup.
you
So fucking clean.
So quick, so easy.
Khabib
And
fucking did
that's
that
what,
shit.
Dude, Khabib showed, dude, he's the best grappler on the planet. And he does sambo, which sambo is like,
Russian jiu-jitsu.
it's jiu-jitsu's aggressive older brother.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Like if you combine jiu-jitsu with hardcore wrestling, that's sambo and judo.
Exactly.
Their uniform is literally the jiu-jitsu and judo jacket with wrestling shorts and shoes. So
I fought some bad sambo dudes. They're
Dude,
fucking
sambo guys
gangsters
are
from Russia.
badass, dude.
Like, I mean, badasses.
So as we were coming up in life in jiu-jitsu, this guy's school, when I started going there, and I told him, dude, I saw him as a purple belt. I was like, one day you're going to be my black belt. He said, yeah, I sure will. And you'll be mine, which I love.
It's already done.
We right, yeah, we're way
happened.
beyond that point. That
It
was
happened.
years ago.
Now we're dipping. Now
By
we're in the
way,
next session.
Yeah. So both of these guys, as we were coming up, they know what they're talking about, and the sport's grown, the art is grown, and there's lots of people who come in and come out, and real people will be there, fake people will be there. You'll run into everybody,
And we'll cut them off quick.
dude. And they get, and that's
We're
the
like,
thing.
you
about,
can't make it here later.
no, that's the beauty of what both of these guys do in different ways. Like Dan will cut you off way before Angel will. Angel will give you a lot of fucking leeway.
And then I'll
lot of
fucking
stuff.
just
Dude,
strike you out.
He will tell you, hey, no, we're good. Just don't do it again. We're good. Don't do it again. Oh, you did it again. Get the fuck out of here.
Third time's a charm, motherfucker. But sometimes, and nowadays, it's getting too tight because we're growing so fast. I'm gonna cut you off real
And
fast.
people are bitchy, dude. Lately,
they're bitches.
I won't get into why, but fuck, the world's bitchy.
Acting like bitches. I'm sick of those fucking complainers, dude. Stay
and
positive.
So a long time ago, there was one of our
Fuck.
students. They decided to tell me that he was unhappy because everybody loves to talk to me. I'm easy to talk to, I guess.
Feeling sorry for himself like a
Feel
little.
sorry for well, not only that, telling me I go to every other school and I destroy everybody, but we don't have a black. This is back when you were a purple belt, right? So he's like, we don't have a black belt. And I'm like, so what do you need a black belt for right now? You're a freaking white belt. And he's like, well, or you're a blue belt actually at this time, and I think you're a brown belt. Anyway,
Hating like a motherfucker.
Just hating for no reason.
And where's he at?
Doesn't
Exactly.
matter.
He don't do
It's
shit.
not the point of the story. So
He ain't nobody anyway.
so he's bitching and crying.
He ain't on my level, fucker.
Right, one of the dudes that bitches and cries. I've seen many people bitch and cry.
Yeah.
He's like, we don't have a black belt. I'm like, what do you need a black belt for right now? You're learning everything you need.
He's a
to learn.
bitch. All right, go ahead.
And you don't even know who I'm talking about.
Still, it don't matter.
Like, I've seen enough of them.
Hey,
I know
hey.
there's like enough out there.
Hey, I'm gonna keep my shades on. You know.
Yeah, right.
We know who they are.
So
Yeah, we ain't
anyway,
worried about him. Where's he at?
So this guy, this is telling me I go to other schools and destroy people. You know, as a blue belt, I'm destroying their purple belts.
Bye.
And I'm thinking, well, where'd you get these
Bye-bye.
skills? Did you acquire them out of thin air?
Level up.
Or was it these mats at this school that this brown belt is giving you these skills? You know what I mean? And okay. And then he complains and bitches about Dan calling people warriors so.
What a fucking bitch.
So I don't even know if I've ever talked.
Don't
about
label me.
It's one thing.
We'll label that fucker.
To be able to build a person from, like, I've had a lot of Play-Doh to play with. Like I've told him lately, because he loves the iron sharpens iron thing. Iron sharpens iron, great. It's really hard to sharpen fucking butter.
Right.
Dude, you know how many butters I've had to sharpen? Like,
Oh my God.
Iron doesn't step in.
I love you. I love you.
Softies create problems.
Dude,
It's a potato.
They can or they can't. It depends on them, because ego gets in the way, and that's all this was
We just
ego
said that
shit.
earlier.
Yeah.
Ego gets in the way.
Yep.
And that's the beauty of jiu-jitsu. It will take
Softies
your
with
ego
egos.
and flatten it out to where it needs to be. There's nothing wrong with being confident.
We're gonna roll that like a tortilla.
But
Fuck
being
that.
an
You wake up from your ego
overcockily
going away.
bully, yeah. So homeboy tells me that he hates that Dan calls everybody warrior.
What do you mean? That's positive.
Like Dan, because Dan will be training a 53-year-old lady. Yeah, get it, warrior. You know, that's Dan.
That's motivation, though.
Dude,
He's hating on motivation.
He's gonna take that butter and
What a
grind
douchebag.
Reckon knows
until
where
it's
you're at.
sharp or gone.
What a
Cooking
fucking
class.
What a fucking douchebag. Go
But
ahead.
anyway,
This
So-
ain't cooking class.
so
Yeah.
Cooking.
so I had to explain to him if anybody knows
Cooking that fucker.
how to build a warrior, it's a guy who took 221 Marines to Iraq twice.
Exactly.
And brought them both back alive.
Exactamundo.
Like you're a brand new jiu-jitsu player. You're blue belt. You got your blue belt. Good for you.
Tell me about it.
People disappear there.
Yeah. They're cool
But you're-
afterwards.
And this is the
Some
ego
of
that
them.
you see. And I only bring up this story because it really shows how many different types of personalities and egos will come to jiu-jitsu. And
I
if
love
you
it.
don't have this,
I like to weed them out.
dude, yeah, you'll do great. You know what I mean? But people come in with this over excessive ego, and it's like, you don't need to knock what you got going on. Enjoy your journey. Your journey is yours individually. You're gonna like your jiu-jitsu will find you. You know, and there's no reason to tell a guy who, like, you don't like the way this guy trains people? Are you retarded?
Who the fuck are you?
This guy, you know, if he knows how to build a warrior, that's the way. You know, he'll take a little skinny kid and make him the buffest little shit you ever seen. And that's how you do it. And that's why I loved being, by the way, I love being able to follow you.
Oh, we're there, man. We're spreading our love. You know, I was blessed. I served in Desert Storm, Iraq. I've trained police cadets in the Modular Police Academy. Now that I'm retired from both entities and I'm doing this, Billie and I have been working on a ranch out in Soledad. Oh, yeah. So we're going to open up a second facility out there because, you know, I surveyed the area. There's nothing out there. Those kids, there's no
Need
clubs.
help. They need help.
Yeah, there's no clubs. There's
Good idea. That's amazing.
Right? There's
That's
nothing
beautiful.
there. I got a big barn. We'll start there.
Yes.
January 1st, we're going out. We're going to power spray it. We're going to
Awesome.
re-lacquer it. We're going to put it together.
Beautiful,
throw
guys.
some mats down and open it up to the community. You know,
Need
and see-
electrician?
Probably. You know?
There he is, right here.
Really? Okay,
Yep.
yeah, because
That's
we
top
just don't.
Electrician in town right here.
I mean, how much pigeon shit was inside that barn?
About 4-foot towers.
Yeah.
I'm not qualified for
Yeah.
that.
It's gross.
Yeah. We got to put on some hazmat
30
suits.
years.
Yeah, hazmat suits and get busy. Yep.
And I'm gonna bring a bunch of fighters out there and some students. And say, hey, I need some help. We just
Yeah.
gotta feed them some pizza, a little bit of beer. and
It's
have
all
a
it's,
weekend. you
Yeah,
know.
exactly. Have fun. You know, smoke a
We've been
couple
doing
joints.
that since March, huh? Cleaning that place
Yeah.
up. I mean, there's stuff on our Facebook. You know, we're cutting down trees. You got to have
That's
faith in
awesome.
the journey, you know.
Amen.
And I think there's people out there that need this.
Absolutely, they need the jiu-jitsu.
What
and
Facebook's that?
They need your guys' guidance.
What's the name of the Facebook?
So, your Facebook, I'm in Facebook jail right now. So.
Really?
I've
They
been
put you
blocked
in
by
there?
many
I'm gonna
people.
need a liter of cola. It's for a cop.
Don't spit in it.
I'll be back on Facebook here shortly. I'm on Instagram though at the Manriques Defense
Hey, this
Academy.
guy's a
Manriques Defense Academy.
Yeah, take a look at some of the mitt work.
Can I brag about your job, or is that not allowed?
Not right now. Not right now. Let's
Okay.
just hold off on that.
I will say though, like I did not know who was coming in. I know Billie because Billie actually grew up, went to school together because locally Clovis there's only 2 high schools, 2 junior highs. It was great. Pasner, Clovis West, you know, or Clovis High, Clark, whatever it was. So, but actually my kids went to school with your kids.
Yeah, small
And,
world.
Yeah, so like I know your kids. Personally, my ex-wife coached one of your kids. I met your wife. I know your wife is amazing. I've seen you. I've known you. I've had a conversation with you at wrestling. We've talked many times. So I did not know you were going to come in here. So before you even got here, I know that you're an amazing guy. I had no idea
Absolutely.
we were showing
That's
up.
my Captain
I
America.
can co-sign.
So
That's
when
Captain America right
I
here.
saw you at the door and you came in. I'm like, Dan, this guy's great. And I always tell people, like, sometimes people get opinion of me, but then they meet my kids and they're like, oh, well, his kids are really good. I'm like, yeah, because they're a reflection of me. They're a mirror image of me. And your kids are awesome. You're awesome. So anybody wants to go to a couple places where I highly recommend. This is Angel Halo and Dan. This is a place you want to go. These are people that I've known for a long time. And these are places you want to be part of. Lineage, ancestry, family, local. This is what we're talking about.
It's all love, man. Great jiu-jitsu, positive jiu-jitsu, and Manriques Academy. You guys got to go check them out. You know, these 2 men are here, Billie and Dan, and please go check them out. They're doing amazing, and they're growing, and they're going to keep growing, and we're not going to stop, and we're going to get better together, and iron sharpens iron.
Iron sharpens iron.
That's real.
And jiu-jitsu is the only place where you can drive to a tournament and have a lawyer, a cop, a doctor,
And a thug.
a thug,
All be best friends.
all friends.
And a kid who works at McDonald's.
Exactly. Yeah, jiu-jitsu brings people together like no other. Like, we probably wouldn't all be together if it wasn't for jiu-jitsu, and jiu-jitsu brings unity. And I wish the whole nation would do that right now. Come together,
An
be
easier
positive.
world, yeah, it'd be an
and it'd be
easier
an
world.
easier world. It'd be more positive, and people would lose their egos. That's what people need to do. You know, egos will kill you. All right? So lose your fucking ego, be positive, and be a better fucking person and get better in life, okay? And go check out the Manriques Academy, please.
That's all you got to say, right? That's
Yes,
pretty
sir.
good.
That's it. It's all love, baby.
Hey, we have websites to go to, right? Halo?
Yes, yes.
Your website, Halo.
We got halobjj.net. Go check out our programs there. You know, we got Angel Halo Lopez Instagram. We got Halo BJJ Instagram. We got Angel Halo Lopez Facebook. And we also got Angel Lopez Facebook. And we got Halo Jiu-Jitsu Facebook. And if you're part of our family, you can join the Halo BJJ group page. And please come check us out. This is Modern Day Warrior, baby. Fuck the haters. Peace.
Yeah, Modern Day Warrior. Hey, thanks for having us on.
Thank you.
You know, it's a great way to spend your Sunday morning because after this, I got to go do some work in the yard. But I'll tell you, hey, come visit the Manriques Academy at Instagram, Manriques Defense Academy. And any questions, just send us a message. We're there.
Positive rules the world.
Hey, another great one.
If you're fighting against the toughest, you're going to become the toughest. If you're fighting in that environment, the toughest environment, you're going to become that environment. So let's just get used to the toughest environment and let's go for it. Let's just make it happen. I'm the head professor here. I'm the head professor here.